Next is King of Diamonds in the Vipers affiliation. I'd rename this build a two-way point creator. Back-to-back steals and assists. Immediately looks to set up the team. Twice bitten, not shy. Ending in my team triple threat with 2 vicious C.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Buenos dias and welcome. 2K Sports presents Cinco de Mayo NBA basketball. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Fournier out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's James in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Hield. He's out there with Simmons. JaVale McGee is out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Pokusevski in at the 4. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Now here's Simmons. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. And McGee kicks to Porter. Good on the triple.
And a real weapon of Porter's, outstanding at finding the room he needs on the perimeter to pull the trigger.
Walker taking his time here. Pass to LeBron. The kick out to Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off on the layup. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, you got to be up on him. I mean, when you aren't, he's ready to fire as soon as he touches the rock.
Lopez outside. Here's Millsap. 11 points for him in that last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Hield. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Washington. Here's Pokusevski. Lopez covering. They kick out to Hield. Off target from outside. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. James against Porter. And it's Walker penetrating. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Now, you can't tell me Walker is not one of the most fearless penetrators in the league. The D sometimes has no chance but to foul him hard.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he makes the first.
A shoot-first point guard who can fill it up in a hurry. That's Walker, and quite simply, he's one of the game's best scorers. He's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Simmons passes to Porter. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Simmons passes to Pokusevski. Outside, Porter. Three-pointer.
Oh, you got to give it up for James. He's a rugged, tough-nosed defender, thanks mainly to his size, his speed, strength, and IQ.
They now take the lead.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Simmons finds Porter. McGee trying to break free. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
First free throw is good.
An effective player on both ends of the court. The long, crafty Porter knows his strength and plays them well.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And coming down the home stretch, Chris, this is where modern-day strength and conditioning programs really show their worth.
Yeah, definitely. You need the analytics of sports science. I mean, it seems to evolve a little bit every year.
Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto. 4 on the clock. The 3 from LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy bucket.
Walker against Simmons. Healed outside. Knocks it loose. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone. Finished off the break. Walker's got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Walker against Simmons. Pass to Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And looking now at some of the numbers for Brook Lopez, they've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. He's getting around 8 points a game, 7 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's such a presence for them inside.
No questions. He blocks shots, controls the glass, does everything asked of him and more.
Free throw good. Porter. Alec Burks checked in for James. And Porter drops them both. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Fournier finds Walker. Burks in the corner. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Fournier. It's blocked. They get it back. Here's Millsap. Offensive rebound. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Brooklyn trailing and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Brad Stevens. One thing he wants to do is prevent Ben Simmons from getting downhill. Coach said with his speed, handle, and vision, he'll pick you apart if you let him run the court unimpeded. You're going to try to pick him up the minute he receives the ball, Kevin. But that's easier said than done. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Fournier after the miss from JaVale McGee. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Millsap kicks to Walker. There's the triple. Simmons gets a hand on it.
But the reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Here's Porter. Fournier pulls it down.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
And here is Hield. Kemba Walker hitting his three to go. Hield outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
The Nets making a switch here. Bamba's checked in. So it's the Celtics now, leading by 5. Fournier with the ball, and McGee picks him up defensively. Fournier passes to Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
It doesn't take much for Lopez to dunk it. All he needs is the right positioning inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Brooklyn. From past the arc, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
Walker the pass to Lopez. Outside for Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Here's Burks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Burks. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And here's Fournier following Otto Porter's 3. And Fournier kicks to Burks. Lopez inside, guarded by Porter. That one falls.
And really, Lopez has been dangerous from here throughout his career. You got to guard him closely.
Outside, Simmons. The Nets working the ball around now. In the corner, Bamba with it. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 8. Walker with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Walker's shot is off. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. Here's Porter. Here's Bamba. No good on the shot. Good D by Lopez. Here's Fournier. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Porter passes to Bamba. That one drops for him.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
Lopez outside.
Just a little too amped up here early. 2 fouls on him already. That's going to affect his playing time.
The Celtics have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Garland, he's checked in for Simmons. And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Paul Millsap. Tony Snell's checked in for Fournier. And Monte Morris subbed in for Alec Burks. Kemba Walker hits them both.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Garland dishes to Porter. The rebound by the Celtics. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
They just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
Now Porter following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. And it goes down 2 points.
Porter continues to work on his passing. Great seeing him scan the floor and find his teammates in their spots.
Boston leading by 6. Morris passes to Williams. Outside, Walker. Pass to Snell. 6 to shoot. A rebound by the Nets. Bamba's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Garland. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Now just a 4-point Boston lead. Outside, Walker. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
1:56 left in the first. Outside, Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. But they'll get another chance. Bamba kicks to Garland. Bogdanovich inside, working on Williams.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdan Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings and not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
Walker the pass to Green. On the wing, Williams. Morris against Bogdanovich. Morris kicks to Green. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And Green's become a dependable 3-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. A 3 from Morris. Rebounded by the Nets.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
How about the vertical of Porter? He gets off the ground with such ease to dunk.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Pass to Green. Out to the right wing. Outside, Walker. Shoots over Garland. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Nets trail by 3. Porter with it. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington.
And the length of Porter that time is a problem for the D, especially when he's close to the basket.
The Nets have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. The first free throw is good. And Porter drops them both. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for Boston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back, everyone. We hope everyone is enjoying their Cinco de Mayo as we get back into NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And here is James. 20 points for him last game against Toronto.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Monte Morris. Green is out there with Williams. And it's LeBron James. And it's Snell in at the 2.
Oh, the touch, the timing. Bogdanovich loves catching the defense by surprise with the shot off the pass.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Fields checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Now, Garland. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Hill continues to expand his range. The way he shoots it, you feel it's going in every time, even from way beyond the arc.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Morris finds Williams. And stolen by Bogdanovich.
Now look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap. But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Celtics. They trail by 6. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing. In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
Three-pointer Hield. Here's McGee. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McGee's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Simmons checked in for the Nets. The Celtics also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Williams, and Alec Burks subbed in for Tony Snell. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Passes it to Lopez.
How about the defensive instincts of McGee? I mean, it's so impressive. He's gifted at positioning himself and using his length to throw shooters off.
Now the feed to Simmons over Morris. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Lopez. They kick it out to Green over Simmons. Boston, no good that time either.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Boston. Fournier comes in for Morris. He hits the second from the line.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
Outside Fournier. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on JaVale McGee. The Celtics have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. First one falls for him. And so Fournier nails both of them.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Now, here's Garland. Burks covering, and foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. James against Simmons. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Simmons got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. James outside for the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. LeBron's got 10 points.
Defensively, you'd like to rush James off the three-point line, but then that causes other problems like his drive.
Here's Hield. Lopez with the block. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. Outside Fournier. Kicks it to Burks. Clock at 6. Millsap against Hield. Millsap misses. Brooklyn leading by 4. And even 3-on-3 break. Lets it fly. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Down low. Here's Fournier. That one good for 2.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Simmons passes to Hield. Outside for Simmons. He dishes it to Hield. Shoots over Fournier. Again, Hield missing.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Rebound, Brooklyn. McGee's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room, and the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Garland to the inside, and the shot goes down. And the Nets lead by 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The pass to Millsap. Simmons against James. Lopez outside. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. The shot will not fall, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
So for the Nets, Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Porter subbed in for Garland. Walker's checked in for Boston. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Here's James trying to get open as Lopez. James misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Right side, Porter. Simmons looking it over. 5 to shoot. It's good from in tight. Simmons got 5 points now this quarter.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
LeBron against Porter. James in the post. The kick out to Walker. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Walker's got 15.
And then Walker gets it going. He's tenacious. Feels like he could take on anyone.
Hield against Fournier. Outside, Porter. That shot, no good. James with some nice D. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Millsap, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
And Hill likes slamming it home. An athletic two-guard with skill to getting deep inside.
Lopez outside. LeBron up top, guarded by Porter, and stolen by Vonleh. Hield finds Simmons. On the wing, Hield. He's guarded by Fournier. Tipped away. Back to Hield. Here's Vonleh. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Walker with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walker's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston. Outside, Porter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Walker. Averaging 22 points per, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
For Boston, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what I like about Lopez is his throwback game. He's most dangerous when he's operating close to the basket.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Hield. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
And Simmons kicks to Vonleh. Bamba passes to Porter. Here's Vonleh. 9-point game his last outing. Millsap with the steal. Kicks it out to James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Simmons with it. 5 points in the game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Paul Millsap. And Tony Snell subbed in for Evan Fournier. Now here's Walker. 18 points for him. The Celtics working the ball around now. James, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Porter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morris is checked in for Boston. For Brooklyn, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
Simmons left side. Vonleh kicks to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. From deep. And Boston with the rebound. 1:06 left in the first half. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
A burst of athleticism. Gets Snell to the rim, and he throws it down.
Walker against Simmons. A 3 from Bogdanovic. Nailed from three-point land. Bogdanovic has got 11.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Outside, Green. Passes to Walker. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 20 points for Walker.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Simmons dishes to Bogdanovic. Bamba passes to Bogdanovic. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Beautiful move. Bogdanovic isn't just a standstill jump shooter. He can handle it.
Walker against Simmons. And here's Walker. He's got 20. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. Hi, Dave.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they had a slight edge. They really worked hard late in the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well, they were determined to win the physical battle tonight. If you look at the rebounding numbers, they are winning it. Now, that's great. All of those bodies crashing on the boards, that's the physicality and the mental edge that you need in this game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it drops like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
They've got JaVale McGee. Buddy Hield is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Porter. And it's Pa Kusevsky in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Man, don't do it. Going for that pump fake. James has it just impeccable. Fooling the defense night in and night out.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one falls. Both free throws good from James. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Nets. It's a one-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Now here's Porter. Knocked loose. 4-on-3 break. Walker with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. So they take the lead. And the Celtics lead by 2.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
Now Simmons to the middle. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Fournier, and it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Walker, and again it's Boston converting.
And the handling ability of Walker, just a magician with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Hield. Back to Simmons. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Nets with possession here. Just 4 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Hield can't hit. The Celtics with the lead.
You ask Buddy Hield, he says he's not just a shooter, he's a maker. And boy, he's right. One of the great marksmen, not just in the league today, but in league history.
I mean, look at the volume of threes he's attempted and his percentage. He's an elite company.
And that one's good by Porter.
Porter takes no time in getting his shot off. When the D is laying off of him, he has no problem pulling right up off the pass.
Now here's Walker. 22 points for him. Here's Millsap, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
And that one falls for Millsap.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Nets trail by 3. Outside, Simmons. And the pass to Hield. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing them from long range.
A moment now to see the numbers for Fournier. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 14 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
McGee finds Simmons. McGee trying to break free. That's in, and the Celtics cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Simmons.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Outside Fournier. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The first one falls, and the Nets making a change here. Garland's checked in. And so Fournier nails both of them. Nets trail by 6. Garland the pass to Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So a moment now to see the story for Buddy Hield. This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
He has come through in a big way at the foul line in this game.
Free throw good. Porter. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Celtics leading by 5. Inside, and Fournier kicks to LeBron. Pass to Millsap. To the inside, Walker. Can't cash in from close range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Akusevsky can't hit. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
And it's good for 2. Porter's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, look at Hill's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
LeBron drives in and finished off by LeBron.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Porter. 23 points in the game. They double him with LeBron. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And now, look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
5 on the clock. Porter passes to Hield. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. No one near James as he lets it go. And that one hits back iron. Nets trail by 5. Porter finds Hield. And the call will be against Fournier. That's foul number 2 for him. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Nets. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And the Celtics also making a change. Brooks is checked in. Timeout called, the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now, here's Garland. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Walker's running. Here is the open 3 to cap the break. Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Hield the pass to McGee. There's the dish to Garland. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bogdanovic against Fournier. Passes it to LeBron, and they double up James. Lets it go with a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Nets trail by 11. On the wing, Hield. He kicks it to Garland. Back to Hield. Bamba inside. Guarded by Walker. Basket good.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there.
Now here's James. He's got 19. All sorts of time. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots. Here's Bogdanovic. And the rejection by James.
Love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Garland. Celtics have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Millsap finds James. Shoots over Bamba. No good from LeBron.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Now, here's Garland. James covering. Garland, the pass to McGee. Over Walker. Good on the 7-footer. And now it's only a 5 5-point Celtic lead.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Burks kicks to LeBron. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and stifle shooters whenever he can.
Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Hield. Looking to end his cold spell, and then Hield with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And then for Boston, Robert Williams, he's checked in for LeBron. Green comes in for Evan Fournier. And Morris subbed in for Kemba Walker. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Bogdanovich. Green dishes to Morris. Burks on the wing. 6 to shoot. And here's Green outside. Garland with the rebound. Garland's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Burks looking around. Here's Millsap. Rebounded by the Nets. Vonleh's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Bogdanovich. The 3. Green with the rebound. Boston leading by 5. Plays up off the glass. Green's got 5.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First free throw is good.
I mean, how about the NBA players coming out of the Bahamas? I mean, Buddy Hield was selected 6th overall back in 2016. A couple of years later, DeAndre Ayton, another Bahamas native who went 1st overall.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Nets. Simmons comes in for Garland. Boston's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Morris passes to Millsap. Dishes to Burks. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Hield. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. With the teardrop, he gets that one. 9 points in the game so far.
He's a tricky player. He's so difficult to guard. Simmons excels at going with the floater at the right time.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Burks. That one misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Hield from outside. Rebound Boston. Millsap's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Morris finds Burks. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Hield.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
Yeah, and the versatility Bogdanovich offers is enticing. A fundamentally sound player who does a little bit of everything.
The Celtics making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. He's off on the second. The Celtics with the lead. Morris looking over the floor. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. It's blocked.
Well, you couldn't ask for a harder worker than Bogdanovich. It takes a lot of effort to cover a shot that well.
Green finds Morris. Clock at 6. And there's Green on the assist by Williams. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I love Bogdanovich's mindset on the three-pointer. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Simmons against Morris. There's the pass to Burks. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics out in front. They're up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Talked about it in the pregame. We have to play with game awareness and poise. Run back on defense, get great shots down here every single possession.
And that message, you can tell, GA, all about quality and efficiency.
Yeah, and when they get stops on defense, Coach Stevens wants to make sure they are taking great shots.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Brook Lopez is out there with Williams. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Green in at the small forward. Burks can't get it to go.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
They get a hand on it. Bogdanovich looking around.
That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss.
And the wide open shot from Green. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 5. The drive by Simmons. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Green after Ben Simmons' bucket. From deep. Williams can't get it to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
That's good from Simmons. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Green inside. Simmons is there. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Celtics. LeBron, he's checked in for Williams. Evan Fournier comes in for Alec Burks. And Walker subbed in for Morris. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Feeds it to Green. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Walker against Simmons. Here's Pokusevski. Here's Bogdanovich. He can't hit that time. Walker with some nice D. And here they come. From deep, James. They get it again. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Brooklyn.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Nets trail by 7. Outside, Simmons. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight.
Remember, he didn't join the NBA until he was 25. But Bogdanovich has such a strong reputation as a long-range shooter.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Fournier finds James. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Lopez has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Fournier against Porter. Back to Fournier. Outside, Walker launches it. Kept alive by Boston. Here's Lopez. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 6. Simmons dishes to Porter. And McGee kicks to Porter. Pass to Pokusevski. Another shot. Lopez with the block.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
LeBron passes to Walker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on JaVale McGee.
Sometimes the D is helpless against Walker. His speed, cleverness, and touch from everywhere makes him a near impossible cover.
That's good from Walker. Paul Millsap's checked in for Green. Second free throw, no good.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping.
He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's his third foul of the game. Walker against Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Outside Porter. Rejected by LeBron. There's Walker with the 3. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
The Nets making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Outside, Simmons. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
James finds Walker. Back to James. Down low. And stolen by Simmons. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Porter. And the rejection by James. And he's able to get it back. Porter passes to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And stolen by Fournier. For 3. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's no shot at stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Simmons with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Walker against Simmons. 6 to shoot. Knocked away.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
Oh, yeah. It's one thing if the defender makes a great play, okay? But to lose control of it and get caught for the over and back, that's tough to swallow.
It's Porter outside. Fournier pulls it down. Fournier's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hield with it. Defended now by Fournier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Paul Millsap picks one up.
He uses the threat of his shot to create driving lanes for himself. I mean, Hield impresses me as a scorer.
Free throw drops for Hield. Both free throws good from Hield.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and then maybe causing some foul trouble.
James kicks to Millsap. Outside Fournier. And the turnover again by Boston. Nets trail by 4. On the wing, Porter to the paint. McGee against Lopez. McGee the pass to Porter. Here's Pokusevski. Just 5 to shoot. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Porter against James. Passes it to Walker. A 3 ball. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. Pass to Hield. And stolen by Fournier. Walker the pass to Fournier.
Yeah, easy call.
Bamba is checked in for JaVale McGee. And that one falls for Fournier. And so Fournier nails both of them. Chris, we've seen in the three-point contest, they've added a pair of deep shots worth extra points. You know, if the league decided for the All-Star game to test out a 4-point line, what would you think of that?
I'm not sure about the 4-point line yet. I think we'll always have time for that, but I don't think it's a need to rush for that. I think until everyone can shoot like Curry or most guys can shoot like that, that's just not changing because 1 or 2 guys can. When we look at offensive efficiency and other statistics, still a lot of ways that this game can be improved with the line where it is. I love the NBA welcoming innovation, but this is something that I think we're jumping ahead of time.
And here is Simmons following Paul Millsap's 3. Hield outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics leading by 9. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
LeBron is so powerful. Amazing how he maintains focus even with the D draped all over him.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Boston leading by 9. And here's Walker. James finds Walker. Five on the clock. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
They kick out to Heel. Pakusevsky the pass to Porter. Fires it up. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's LeBron. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. LeBron's got 11 points here in just the second half. Outside Porter. Beyond the arc. That's tipped.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here is Porter following the bucket by the Celtics. Over LeBron. Porter can't get that one to fall.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
No good with the triple. Nets trail by 13. Heel dishes to Porter. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. And they double up Simmons. Back to Porter. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 6th assist on the night.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And it's Heel off the drive. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Boston.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kemba Walker.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
Bamba kicks to Hield. And that one is off. Good D by Lopez. Now LeBron. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber.